Hi guys, I want to do a video today about Russell Brand. Russell Brand, a Messiah or a wolf in sheep's clothing? You cannot have helped but notice that Mr. Brand has been in the press of late. As you can see here, he had a book out a while back called Russell Brand Messiah Complex, where he showed himself on the cover in a very Christ-like pose, surrounded by a halo, wearing various religious emblems around his neck. He's got a swastika here, a cross, a Star of David, Muslim, Islam, Buddhism, various different faiths. And it's titled down here, Jesus Christ, Che Guevara, Gandhi, Malcolm X and Hitler. I think this is quite telling. This is a few years ago. Um, Recently, Russell Brand was subject to a Channel 4 dispatch and an expose, which basically highlighted accusations about his past. The accusations are quite telling as well. As you can see, it's quite a few of them here. Just going to bring you through some of them. One here called Phoebe basically said that I met Russell Brand at Alcoholics Anonymous and we worked together before he turned into the devil. He chased me around his Hollywood home and pinned me down to the bed while I begged him to stop. This is just one of many accusations that Brand has faced that is being currently looked into by the UK police. As you can see on here, there's an article in Vogue magazine where they say on Russell Brand's troubling rebrand, and he has in fact rebranded himself into a born-again Christian. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But the question is he a spiritual wolf in sheep's clothing that the Bible warns us about? And this is what I wanted to go into a little bit today. This is just a screenshot from his Twitter profile. Again, a very messianic, messiah-ish type image of Brand with the halo around his neck. He currently has 11.3 million followers. So a little bit of history on Brand here. Someone else said here that Russell Brand's shape-shifting reptilian eyes. The woman in question said that his eyes turned to black when he was attempting to allegedly assault her. Now, this obviously is a very well-known um, guide to telling if someone is demonically possessed. So what I'm really asking today is deeper questions about Brand, okay? And what we want to know about Brand is a very simple question. I want to know if you think he truly is a born-again Christian who has repented for his sins, or is this a massive diversion tactic to take the attention away from his past alleged crimes? And I do say alleged, because although he's been accused of various things, this hasn't been taken to court yet. And in my eyes, innocent until proven guilty. These are only accusations, but the accusations are quite damning. Brand, as you know, was originally a stand-up comedian, a bit of a bad boy in the UK, has led a very hedonistic lifestyle, drugs and women and alcohol, which he's quite openly talked about. He's very, very intelligent, very eloquent in his speech, as most gurus are, to be honest with you. One thing that Brand loves is himself. He is a narcissistic personality, without a doubt, and he'll probably be the first to admit this. But has he redeemed? He was recently baptized into the Christian faith by Bear Grylls in a ceremony, I think in the Thames in London. And he now has another channel called Breaking Bread with Russell Brand, where he talks with Tucker Carlson, another Christian, and they discuss the Bible and Christian topics. Again, nothing wrong with that at all. And through this process, he's had a complete turnaround. He's gone from being this comedian, quite controversial, a reformed bad boy. He then discovered Buddhism and was heavily involved in Buddhism. And in fact, I saw him live in Chatham several years ago talking about Buddhism. And he then briefly discussed occultism and tarot cards. And then he became a born again Christian. Um, Now, it's interesting, he became a born again Christian just before these accusations about his behavior and these alleged assaults were coming out. So, my question to you, the people out there, and those that you are Christian or not Christian, is do you think that if he has become a born again Christian, that God basically has chosen him to spread this message through his social media channels because he's got over 11 million followers? he's got a great amount of reach, and that's just on Twitter. That's without Rumble or other social media following like Instagram. He's spreading this message of Christianity, of peace and love, saying it's changed his life, which is a good thing in my opinion. But is this just a blind? Is he being very, very cynical in his rebranding of himself in order to divert attention away from his past? And he was a bad boy, without a doubt, he was a bad boy. He was the first to admit that. Whether he was criminal is for the courts to decide, and these are all allegations. I will be quite clear on this: allegations. Nothing has been proven yet. Okay, so until he goes to court, these are just allegations about his past, about sexual assaults and misdemeanors. So, what do you think? Has he redeemed himself? Perhaps he has turned to Christianity. And does God forgive? Does God forgive all our sins? What do you think? Leave your comments, share the video, be interested in your thoughts, and thanks for listening.